So we got huge news about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the Teal Mask DLC. We got its release date. We got returning Pokemon. We even got multiple new Pokemon that we didn't already know. And then, hey, a little bit of Pokemon that you can rationalize. Maybe coming in the future. So I'm going to talk about this real quick. If you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to subscribe because, I'll do it more when we get the next DLC. Leave a like if you're already subscribed. Turn on that bell. Join as a member. I just uploaded a Rambats video early today where we hit 1800 ELO. And it's really hype. So as you can see here, this is actually wrong, by the way. Shout out to IGN for not getting the date right. The DLC arrives on September 13th, 2023. Which is very funny. This has huge ramifications for competitive Pokemon, of course. That means we will get a whole bunch of new returning Pokemon. Off the top of my head, some of these include Clefable, Skarmory, Mamoswine. Like, we're talking relevant, higher-tiered Pokemon. Also, some others we saw. Poliwag was in the thing, which means we get, like, Poliwrath and Politoed, so another Rain Setter. Malamar was in the video, Arbok was in it, Ambipom was in it. I'm trying to think of some others that I remember seeing return, but a little bit. Struggling just a little bit right now, but you get the idea. We're getting a ton more new Pokemon that we all just, saw in the video. And since it's coming out September 13th is a little interesting, though, because that means the month that NU gets the home shifts, we're already getting hit by DLC, and I'm here to tell you, we're gonna have multiple relevant Pokemon because of the DLC's release. Why is that? Well, let's first talk about what new Pokemon we're getting. We got an evolution to Applin. It's called Diplin. I guess this is the translation. We got Diplin here. Evolution from Applin. When we were watching the live stream, a lot of us thought it was a convergent evolution, but nope. It's just a new Pokemon. It's another Grass Dragon type. It looks terrible, stats-wise. As you can see, it's a new evolved form of Applin's been discovered, different from Appleton and Flapple. This one sticking out its head and out of its tail seem to help each other and live in the apple, which sounds like... Oh, does that mean there's like two Pokemon going on here? I don't know. And it talks about how, the design of it. It's a little candy apple, dude. Very cool. And he gets a new move, Water Candy Bomb. It's a grass-type special move that, it's an exploding candy. It makes the opponent covered in candy and continuously lowering their speed for 3 turns, which sounds like a pretty dang cool utility move when we're talking about it. Keeps it in theme as well with Appleton and Flapple. Appleton, of course, is Apple Acid, where you get the special defense drop when you use it, whereas Flapple's got Grab Apple, lowering physical defense. Though it's interesting because those are moves that only do it once. It's a single drop 1 turn. This is over 3 turns. So this definitely sounds like something meant for doubles more so. Where you're trying, because doubles speed control is like king, because you're trying to always control that there. Trick Room's really prevalent. Tailwind is more prevalent than in singles. So it seems very much like a move for there. And we got an ability, Canro Honey. Now, that's naturally not the most useful. However, this is Google Translate translating the page to English, so there's not a lot. Its ability is new to appear in this DLC. When it is activated, it spreads the scent of honey and lowers evasion. So it's sort of like Defog, except, not dropping, not getting rid of hazards, which is unfortunate. But, yeah, that's this new Pokemon. We got Diplin. I don't really know what to think of it. It doesn't sound very good, if I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It sounds kind of awful. But, I mean, it's new. And I think that's really fun. Now, this mod! Look at this demon! Woo! This is Archaludon, and unfortunately, hold on, translate to English. There we go. This is Bridgelis. But, Steel Dragon, so it's still the same typing. As you can see, it is confirmed. It's a Duraludon evolution. And this is what I meant by this DLC having immediate impact for NU even, lower tiers. Duraludon's a relevant Pokemon. It's got base 530 stats, which makes me wonder how Archaludon's stats will work. Like, how much better is it gonna be? And character here, I believe this is actually supposed to be ability, meaning, yeah, time, effort. I believe this one is stamina, which is quite interesting. So that's a really good ability. We already know Duraludon in previous NU, which is just Scarlet and not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. Its best set for a while was Iron Defense with Body Press. So assuming Archaludon did not lose access to Body Press, I mean, hey, we got a little like new Mudsdale-like Pokemon here. Where now we've got another mod that can still boost its defense if it wants to with a move, but naturally get those passive defense boosts as well and get that body press ramping up. Sounds really, really strong. But as I was mentioning, yes, it's Duraludon's an LC Pokemon. September 13th rolls around. 2 weeks after we've already had, look at home drops, we just got another Pokemon thrown our way. Which is really exciting, at least from my view. In addition to, Pokemon like Piloswine, for example, as I was referencing returning options, that's coming back. So there will be some actual NFEs coming our way, one of them being a former fully evolved. In a pinch, it looks like a bridge, which is really funny. I'm guessing it means, like, overgrow, so below 1/3. So an Archaludon is weak. It stretches its torso, which is usually bent, as we can see up here. It stabilizes its center of gravity instead of slowing down its movement. It resembles a magnificent iron bridge. Fills with electricity and emits powerful beams. So this is supposed to be talking about a new move it gets. Although I don't... Oh, no, the image is in the way. I'm gonna do something unfortunate real quick. Yeah, so I have to just mess with the dimension because this apparently was cutting off. There we go. It looks good. So, by collecting and filling the ends of its limbs with static electricity, it emits a powerful beam of electrical energy that is not normally generated within the body, and bad weather such as storms it's more likely to collect, allowing the beam to fire faster than normal. This is Solar Beam, but for the rain. Now, I don't know if this move's going to be very good. The problem is you're comparing it to Thunder. Thunder can hit in one turn outside of rain. Thunder has a very high chance to paralyze foes as well. So unless this move is, like, significantly stronger, I don't see it being very useful, but it is cool. Yeah, Electro Beam. So that's the name of the move. Electric type special move, collects a lot of electricity and shoots out high voltage electricity. Duh. When it's rainy, it can be fired immediately. So, we can see also how it looks in-game. So here's little bro in ultimate bridge form. Here's how he normally looks. And now, y'all can see him right here. Y'all see the two demons. Y'all see our guys. I'm not even going to talk about the other ones because I don't care about them. It's not a new drop, Let's translate this to English real quick. Paradox Pokemon newly discovered in the Paldea region. Paradox Raikou. Look at this absolute unit. They turned my bro into a giraffe. But I think it's supposed to be, it doesn't actually have any extra info on, it seems, either to the Paradox Mon, so they'll probably be released in raids, just like Iron Leaves and Walking Wake were. But this is what I'm assuming to be a electric dragon. The theme of the Johto dogs is looking like they're supposed to be dinosaurs. So, I don't know, I think Walking Wake's a T-Rex. This is like a Brachiosaurus. So, Electric Dragon, I'm trying to think just also based on what Walking Wake had for its signature move at Hydro Steam. Water move that didn't get weakened under Sun. The problem is I don't think there's nothing like that for an electric move. Unless this one is an electric move that can hit ground types. If that's what this thing's signature move ends up being, you heard it here first. My speculation is electric move that can hit grounds. But this, I mean, unless this one gets shafted in the stats department, I would assume it'd be pretty good. Because Electric Dragon, we see what Miraidon can do. And while that's not going to ever be a fair comparison to any other Electric Dragon down the line, even like Zekrom is dwarfed by Miraidon. It's a good way to showcase what you can do to make a Pokemon better into its checks and counters. Because Dragon types, you think about their historical coverage, a lot of them have fire moves. Electric types, they're checked by grasses, so having a fire move's good. Dragons are checked by ice types, so having a fire move's good. And Dragon just also is great synergistically with Electric because Draco Meteor, you just pop anything like a ground type or a grass type even. So this mon's even pretty good. And then we also get Paradox Kabalion. And I don't have as much of an idea for this one. As you can see here, though, it'll be coming in Pokemon Violet, because it is the ugly little thing. Also, this looks like a shiny, does it not? Because here's the official art. That just looks like it's shiny. Which is pretty hype. I think, at least. But yeah, I mean, maybe this will be just like how Iron Leaves is a grass psychic. This could be Steel Psychic. And admittedly, we're getting Metagross back in a future DLC. I believe not till DLC 2, though, the Indigo Disc, so that's not as important. However, this looks like a pretty cool Pokemon. Steel Psychic, we've seen have success before. You just gotta give it the right tools. And we saw Iron Leaves get a pretty good stat overhaul, whereas old Virizion was super weak. I mean, it has like base 90 attack, I believe. And is focused much more on bulk. Kabalion's been the same way. It's just had the luxury of Steel being a great defensive typing. And I wonder if with Paradox Kabalion, are they going to do the same that they did for Virizion and turn it into a more offensive Pokemon? Or are they going to keep the defensive identity? Because I think... I must say the former, I mean, is probably a bit more practical. It's not like the greatest of coverage, right? But you can fix that. The stab coverage doesn't have to be great if you're then like Metagross and you get a move like Earthquake or Close Combat, right? You know, even... I was gonna say Mega Horn, but no, that's not helpful. Thunder Punch would be a good example, although this does not look like it's punching anything. And what did I mean when I said at the beginning of this video that the new reveals end up giving us insight into maybe something for the Indigo Disc? Well, hey, you're noticing maybe Kabalion, Virizion. That, you know, they're part of a trio, and Raikou and Suicune happen to be too. So, I'm just saying, I think there's a non-zero chance that we are getting Paradox Entei and Paradox, what's the other one? Terrakion for the Indigo Disc. Maybe I'm wrong and they're only doing 2 from them. I think that'd be very weird. But I would say be on the lookout. We are probably going to get these trios finished. I am worried about what Entei will look like, given what Raikou resembles. However, hey, who cares, man? This looks like hype. But I hope y'all enjoyed this. I hope y'all are excited for the DLC as well. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'm especially interested to hear how y'all feel about the new Pokemon. Yeah, Paradox Raikou. What? I guess Raikou mated with a Farigiraffe, and that's the result. So, I hope you're hyped for this just like I am. I will see you in the next video. Peace.